Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everyone in between, welcome to what's going to be a little mini-series, I think, because it's a short experience. I want you guys to experience it with me. Haven't played this at all. This is as far as I've got. I've done a bit of the options menu, that's about it. But welcome to the beginner's guide. You join me, McReeps. All I know about this is what Steam's told me about it. I know it's kind of a walking simulator where you make your own mind up on certain situations. I don't know if you have any sort of interactions and where your choices become important within the game, or if it is simply just like how you interpret stuff in your own mind's eye. So let's just crack on with it. The beginner's guide.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert
crates,
town.
Look at that.
And instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it.
It's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
I would have been impressed if I made that.
I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Oh wow, this is kind of cool. He's gone from your typical, hey, let's see if I can make a scene, make a level. That was very Counter-Strike-ish. Probably influenced massively by it. Oh, you fuck! Scared the crap out of me. Stop it, Coda. Whisper machine status active.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Well, fucking Coda scared the life out of me. Good job, Coda. Oh, we can fire. We're good. Oh wait, do we need to reload? Uh-oh. Well, we've run out of bullets. Hopefully we don't have to kill anything, because I've literally used all my bullets. He's always letting you pick your own path as well. Even in the other one, there was a couple of paths that kind of looped round to itself. Hey, this one doesn't though. This one's blocked. You think he's just learning 3D rendering at this point? Lighting techniques, stuff like that? Fucking that noise is loud as hell in my ears. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Uh-oh.
Hostile alien life forms inbound.
It's not, no. Keep the hostile aliens away, Coda.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yes.
But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't
Good.
even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Figured that one out.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
That's a little subtle message to the gaming scene, isn't it? Don't talk about features that are missing. I mean, this is kind of cool.
I love how you can see the
I'll
body
be
of the
chuffed.
universe from this room.
Oh shit, so you can. That's cool. You rookie. Coda, that's a schoolboy error. Fix your skyboxes, son. What are the dots for? That's random, that's... There's nothing else on the walls anywhere apart from those dots. Oh dear.
Apparently
Oh,
the
dear.
space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
No, I'm gonna go back. Is there
Or
secrets
if you'd
in here?
really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that too.
Well, I don't want to miss anything that Coda might have had for us. Although I'm already lost. Right, this one. Oh no, we're going back. Hey, teleport me back, mister. Davey. Oh no, Davey, help. I think we're here. This is it, right? Whew. Yeah, why put the maze on here? Whisper?
Okay, this is
We
the
done?
part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
No. No. I cannot. Is this Coda wanting to be a hero? Or just recognised as important? And the ability to make changes? Maybe? Nope, he just flat out
Pause
kills
here
you.
for a second.
Thanks, Coda.
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Wait, we're back? Okay. Now bug mode. I've encountered the Mister of the Three Dots. Oh, that must be a recurring theme through his games then. Interesting. I am playing this on Twitch. I forgot to mention it in the intro, but I am playing it live over on Twitch. Oh. Is that a bug though, or was it just... I guess it is
The
a
game
bug.
causes you to start floating.
Oh, there's the maze.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but
It was
Coda
solved.
identifies something human about it. like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that
There's
you've
the
just
dots.
had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Is there any stars the same? No, I guess not. Oh, the past was behind her. Okay. Great stuff. Oh.
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
Oh my god. Cody, you're so cruel. Okay, buddy. I see what you're up to, Tricky. Tricky not. Oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
No, it's basically saying if you're always looking about what happened in the past, you're not going to see what's coming. Which is kind of... It's a really strong message, and it's done in such a simple way. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh. Why does the future keep changing? Keep on changing. Was he scared of change? Oh. Is Code a female? Do we know if Code is female? Hey Plasma, how are you doing? I mean, the past was behind her. Could be referring to like Coda talking to herself. And then she's just worried about things that are changing in her life. Or him. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Wait, does it really? Is that a shadow? How will she find the strength? Oh, I missed that one down there. How will she find the strength? But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength? Hey, give me more writing. Oh, there we go.
It's a short
To
little
confront
thought,
it.
it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
That's cool. That is a pretty strong message. Okay, kind of like this. Oh, we can walk. Oh, we can't. We can't walk off the path. Is this just the like you don't see much what's coming in front of you? Is it all future related? You are now entering. Like you're not allowed to go anywhere. Are they scared that their life's on rails? They think they've got a predefined path that they've got to take? Wow,
and that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Yeah, that one kind of threw me.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Okay, there's invisible walls everywhere. Let's have a little look. Rate I just got here. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about
but
either.
There's actually nothing over here. Sorry.
Oh, you got me. You got me, Mr. Game Designer. They know... You know I'm still going to check everything, right? Of course you know. You already know. Yeah, it's basically a game about... I'm not even sure what it's about yet. It's based on individual games that was made by somebody called Coda, is all we know so far. And the thought process behind them. And you're just strolling through their games. Or little tech demos. That's what they kind of feel like. But then there's these hidden messages. The last one wasn't really a hidden message. It was like, stop paying so much attention to the stuff that's happened. You can't change it. And you're going to miss what's coming. The world's biggest staircase. Dun dun dun. The sound's really good. Oh wow. Are we getting tired? Are we slowing down?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Why even have a door?
To show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Hacked it, Coda. We hacked it. Oh, wow. Why even have this if nobody can get up here? Unless... I mean, is this a reward for somebody that just literally sat with a finger on walk forever? Stand on X, staring at a bear for 3 hours. Oh, you start in a small room, you realise you can just walk through the walls. The game is nothing but giant blocks of text explaining what's happening.
A room that's warm,
you're a gate,
and nice, and filled with little ideas for games.
You must address and rally a group of eager press reporters. Sharks are trying to eat you. Simultaneously, you're trying to eat the sharks.
He didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
That's kinda cool. A normal game where you have to scream into your mic every 15 seconds to keep playing. Well, that's like every PewDiePie video. I like that room. That's like his... Like, if you're going to take the time to sit down and learn, if you're going to take the time to sit down and just listen to what I've got to say, then I've got a lot of stuff to say to you. Otherwise, just get stonewalled by the grey buildings. That's kind of cool. Okay, you're going to open.
And what are you playing?
Hey, kiddo. Give me 2 seconds, chaps. Okay, I'm back. What do you mean fish, not finish? Did I say fish? I never said fish. Right, let's carry on through here. This is the first one where he's got some vibrant colour. I don't know if I say he, but I think Coda might be a female. Textures coming along. It's getting better at that. Now we've got... Can we jump? Yeah, we can still jump.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Easy, solved it, Coda. Oh, what's this? There's like a smoke in here? Okay. Haha, Coda, I beat you. Oh, there is a switch. Okay. Oh, does that just let me back out though?
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Nailed it.
See it a lot.
Oh, there's the dots. Wow, they're right in your face this time. You know what that looks like though? That's like the dots in the Steam logo. Oh, the title said Ready, Set, Fish. What, did you rename the thing? Oh, why is that? Like, that's not just dots, that's like a full-on texture here. Like a big square texture. You can only see it from over here, though. You see that? The further away you get, the more dominant that texture gets. His puzzles were amazing. Okay. Wait, are we just back in it?
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Holy shit! Why? Wait, we weren't in any of this.
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Maybe your role's just to enjoy what you've got and not worry about what you're not getting. Like, that's the same thing that he said in... Was it the second game? The Whisper Machine? Don't worry about it. We're still stuck on this path. This has to be a little message for sure. You're now exiting. Oh wow. Can we go anywhere else?
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and Puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.